All right, so we appear to be recording. And cool, I have a monitor I can see through. I can see me, I don't know, to your left or right, one or the other, but nope. Yeah, it's backwards because what I'm pointing to is on my right. Okay, so let's do this. So I'm going to take a picture of these baits in here. So hopefully what we can do is show that, and I'm going to at the top 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12, so you'll see them kind of in order. So let's take a picture, photo, and then I'll try to remember to take a picture each time I grab one of these baits. So let's start with the old zip code. Well, let's get this little, I forget what you call them, swivel hook, put on this rod here, and then we'll start casting. Oh goodness. Whew. I'll tell you what, this sure feels like some heavy line on this mammer jammer. It's hot out here. All right, so I don't know if we can see this on the camera, but I'm gonna go through the eye. I'm gonna go through the eye a second time. We're gonna pull that. But we're not gonna pull it tight. We'll take this, and we're gonna wrap through this eye 6 times. 1, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And salivate on it, and then cut it with our teeth like we're not supposed to. All right, so now that that's did, we're going to park that one because I want to try the zip code 33. So try to make sure my eyes are lined up. Nope, south. That's good enough. Okay, so let's take a picture of our first bait. We'll get it on the hook, maybe. Now I think this is a floating bait that will dive as I reel it in. Now forgive my ignorance, because I've just never fished artificial stuff. It's always been live bait. So please forgive my ignorance, but that come on, you can focus. There we go. So let's see what we can see on this. Oh, not far. Okay, so it does sink. Leave a little bit hanging out there. Take my drag back a little bit. Oh, sprinkles. Come on, it ain't supposed to rain. We ain't gonna get far out there with this bait. I don't know what that bait's doing, but I think he's just spiraling, in all honesty. Oh, that's a little better. Just turn the bait clicker on. Why not? I've never actually fished a fishing pole. So I'm gonna make one more cast and then we're gonna swap to the next one. Okay, so let's see what we got next. So it's just a different color variant of the same bait, but we're going to take our picture. And let's see if, and I'm really not fishing these long enough to give them a chance to catch or not catch. I'm just kind of excited to see each of these to see if I can get something to, oh wow, that was typical of me. Try a little slower retrieval. The sprinkles are bothering me, so now I'm kind of worried that it's going to start raining when there wasn't but like 25% chance of rain. And I won't get a chance to fish all the baits. And then that way I can spend a little more time on some, and then we'll see what's what. So this is a variation of the exact same bait again, but a different color. This reminds me of the old tiny torpedoes, but it's got a chartreuse belly. And so I don't know if chartreuse is a thing here, but I guess we're gonna find out. Now I'm gonna be honest with you guys. So all of my fishing growing up was bank. Well, I mean, I did a little bit from boats and stuff, but 99% of my fishing growing up was bank fishing. And there, you know, like I said, Daddy didn't use crankbaits and stuff like that. White H&H's, jigs and stuff, but not really any crankbaits, and not really any spinner baits other than the white H&H was about the most on a spinning rig, but he hardly ever used that. 90% of the time we were fishing live bait. We was either, you know, fishing shiners, red worms, night crawlers, you name it. That's what we fished. And we'd go dig the night crawlers and the red worms. That's how we got our bait. And we'd use crickets, but 90% of the time it would be, ooh, that was adventurous. 90% of the time it would be red worms or night crawlers. And a deal that he would do from time to time would take cotton and mix chicken livers and gizzards and just bits and pieces of everything that could rot and stink. And he'd mix it all up into a putty, make balls out of it, and just let it sit in a bag till it rotted. And then that was catfish bait. And you take those and put them on a treble hook, and yeah, I tell you now, it ain't coming off that treble hook. And it'll last a while before until a catfish eats it. But then we call that set lines, and you just throw it out there as far as you could with a heavy weight on it. Put you a couple, 2 or 3 treble hooks, you know, space them 6 to 12 inches apart, and throw it out there as far as you could, and then prop your rod on a little fork, kind of like, I don't know if you can see it, but that right over there, and put your rod in it. And when your tip was bending, you had you a catfish on it, and you go reel him in. And so that's kind of what we did, and that was most of our fishing. And 90% of the time, see, crickets I didn't like because they didn't last long. I was constantly putting more crickets on. And but they caught brim like crazy. It was just the nature of the beast with the crickets. But worm, I could catch 2 or 3 brim on it before I had to put another worm on. That's why I liked worms more. And so we just didn't use crankbaits and stuff. It just wasn't part of what we did. I'm gonna hang these on the side there so I can keep track of which ones I've done. Okay, so now this is one I've seen actual fishermen, not me, but actual fishermen catch fish on. So we're going to see if someone like me can catch fish on this bait. Nah, come on, get snapped in there. See if we can get us a picture of it. Ooh, there we go. Very shiny and luminescent. Or not I guess it wouldn't be luminous, but reflective. That's what I'm looking for. Let's see, I don't know if this one floats or what. Sinks. And of course, first thing I try to do is get it hung up. And y'all tell me, a lot of these baits right here, I probably shouldn't be putting them on a swivel hook. But like I said, I don't have the experience on artificial baits, so I don't really know what I'm doing. I don't know how to work them or anything like that. I know how to throw a hook in the water with a cork and catch fish when the cork goes under, and set for catfish and just, you know, stuff like that. The way we fished growing up, that's how I know how to fish. I don't know how to work a worm. We did all kind of hunting, but Daddy didn't deer hunt because he had a bad experience. He shot a deer, trailed it up, found it, and two guys come up, said that was their deer, and they threatened to kill him because they were saying that he was trying to take their deer, and as a deer he shot, he knows for a fact. And so, you know, in his mind, a deer wasn't worth dying for. And so he never did deer hunt. So he didn't teach me how to deer hunt. My father-in-law, he was a big deer hunter. And when me and my wife got married, I was 27. And he's the one taught me how to deer hunt. And so I'm telling you, going through the woods, hands and knees, trailing blood trail for 200-300 yards up through the woods, and I'd find a deer. He taught me a lot. People's coming up. Howdy. Y'all doing all right? Hey, I hope y'all know how to fish better than I do. If you catch something, you fishing better than me. All right, I'm doing more videotaping than I am fishing. What's that? No, I got a YouTube channel, and I got a little deal that I do called Fishing with Dave, because a guy that was on the channel, I was making artificial baits, and he was like, well, let's see you catch something. And he kind of motivated me to start fishing again. What's that?
I think I seen your YouTube channel.
Oh, did you? Okay.
I be watching fishing, you know, you feel me? My name's Don.
My name's Kevin.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. It's called Chainbreaker.
Yeah, you can type.
I don't know if I can, I don't know what the deal is. Let's see.
Yeah, see, I'm a big supporter of fishing.
I'll tell you what, let me do this. Grab my phone. What's that?
You don't have to buy the water.
You know, my wife told me to bring water when I came.
Didn't it?
I'm not real smart. I'll go to my channel, and I'll text you the link.
That's even better. So I have it. What's your number so I can text you real quick?
right. Well, I tell you what, here, do this. What's your number, and I'll shoot you the text. Well, if it'll come up.
Text you right there.
There we go.
Name done. Quickly. That.
All right, see if that comes through.
Oh, here you go, right here.
That's it. That's it. All right.
Nice to meet you, bro. That's what's driving right now.
Cool. Good deal. Now, we're going to see if we can catch a fish. I don't know if something bumped that or what. Okay, so let's swap up to the next bait and see what we can see. What we got next? Okay, we got one of these big, this actually looks more like a tiny torpedo than anything else, in all honesty, but it's still got the little bill on it. So I think that is going to there we go. So get my eyeballs covered up here. I don't think this floats either, but yeah, it might be a limb right there, or something's hitting that. I don't know. Got more out of that than I did any of the other ones. So okay, try that again. think something's hitting that. Let's try that again. No. Grass, had to be grass. Maybe not. I don't know. I don't know. It ain't. Didn't seem like anything was bumping at that time. Try one more cast. And we'll switch baits. Maybe one more cast. I still think that's got to be grass. Because it's the same spot each time. I don't know. It didn't do it that time. We'll come back to this bait. But then again, there's a little bit of grass on it, so maybe that's all it is grass. We'll see. Do you guys think I'm a goober? Because if you don't think I'm a goober, this is definitely staying in the video. I don't know if this body cam is catching it, but I still have the plastic condom on this hook that the factory puts on there so nobody will sue them over sticking a hook in their finger. Really? I mean, really? Did you see? And look, you know what? It ain't my fault. It ain't my fault I'm a goober. It's just the way it is. All right. Oh, dang. Grass. So I'm just going to have to reel this super fast. That's all it is to it. So, really, this bait, the line should be tied directly onto it because it's not a loop in here and this can move around. And so I really shouldn't be trying to fish this thing on a swivel, I don't think. But like we said, I was trying to fish it with the condom on the hook. So you know what? I don't think it really matters how I fish it because I ain't fishing it right anyway. Yeah. So we're gonna try again. We ain't giving up. We're probably going to try again this weekend, but hopefully my son-in-law comes through on his promise and brings me to their family pond and maybe we can catch something there. Okay. Let's see if it's even still recording. It may not even be recording over here. Been sitting here for a while, probably overheated and stopped. Still getting audio. But the camera does not show to be recording. So it overheated and stopped. So anyway. Got to shut this down because I've got to edit a video tonight anyway. So they set it from the factory so it shuts down like half as hot as what it can handle. And then they put that setting in there for high heat, which is probably still well below what it can handle, and it shuts down at that point. But you don't have this problem with mirrored cameras. It's just the what do they call them, DSLRs, or I guess that's the whole alphabet soup of the camera. But it's with the DSLRs, for some reason they get hot, and when they get hot to a certain extent they overheat and they shut down, and you gotta let them cool down and start them back going again. And so that one shut down. I don't know exactly when or where. I don't know at what point I lost video, but I mean eventually, hopefully soon, I will get my feet underneath me on these external videos. I think I've pretty much got until I go goober and reformat my camera with the computer. Got the stationaries over the blue pad, and when I get it set up in the streaming room, which is what we call the craft room, I'll have video capabilities up in there. And I'll have that pretty well down. I mean, I can do dual camera videos. It's a little more editing, but I've kind of got that streamlined to where it's not too time consuming to do a dual camera edit. And it's going to work even better in the live stream room because it'll be filmed over the ATEM mini streamer switch. And what it'll do is, I mean, I can turn it on to where it starts recording the feed, and it'll automatically build a DaVinci Resolve project onto the hard drive I plug into it. And then I just film everything and, you know, set it up for picture-in-picture or however I want to do. And then once I'm done, I end the video and the whole project's built. I just copy it over to the computer and start my edit with DaVinci. I don't have anything to set up other than maybe my opening screen and my end screen, in which I am going to change those. I think I want to get, see, right now I've got my intro and outro video kind of tooled down to about 7 seconds, and I think that's a good length. I may cut it in half. I may do, or semi-half. I may do 4 seconds to 5 seconds, just a quick little spinning logo or something, and we'll go from there. I'm going to build something in DaVinci Resolve. Get rid of the lightning bolt and the thunder or whatever, because that's not really needed. I thought I needed it and I left it in there, and I've been too lazy to take it out. But we're gonna do some little fast animation and so that it shoots straight into the video. And I'm going to be changing my format just a little bit. I'll probably leave the same old end portion the way it is, because, or I may redo it and do the voiceover better that's on it, but I'm going to keep it to the same 7-second rule on it, because nobody ever gets to that point anyway. So I mean, I could make the outro 30 minutes long. Nobody's gonna see it because nobody's gonna watch video that far. So we're gonna be doing some changing, some streamline, trying to get things a little better in line. Make it easier on me anyway. Cause you know, I've said it before that I've got here in September, I'm going to be hitting against my numbers that I was making back then. I think it's like within the first, second, or third week of September, I'm up like in the 10-hour watch time a day, and a couple of spikes into 18 and 20 hours a couple of days. And that's where I'm at now. Right now I'm in 5 to 10 watch hours a day. Usually 10 hours of watch time increase a day. So everything will cut in half. So I'll get very little, if any, watch time increase after the first portion of September. And so I've got to streamline things so that I'm not spending so much time on the YouTube stuff, because I don't want to burn myself out with, you know, no monetary return and no possibility of getting monetized, because YouTube knows what they're doing. They know how to make the benchmark higher than anybody's gonna be able to reach nowadays. So anyway, we're home. Your time is very important to me, and I thank you for spending it here with me. Thanks, and God bless.